Question 15. Which of the following is a possible sum of the complex numbers? So if you're not familiar with complex numbers, let's do a quick review. So complex numbers really just deal with this problem of trying to square root -1. So when you see the square root of -1, just think of that as being I. So I is not a variable. I represents the square root of -1. So to solve this, what we're going to do is start off by writing the expression that they're asking for, which is the sum of the square root of -9 and the square root of -16. But we're going to separate these and try to simplify what is underneath the radicals for each one. So off to the side here, let's do that. So let's start with the square root of -9. So the square root of -9 can be broken up into the square root of -1 times 9. And then if you recall your rules for dealing with radicals, or for simplifying radicals, we could separate what is underneath the radical even further into the square root of -1 times the square root of 9. Now, as I just stated, the square root of -1 is I, and the square root of 9 is going to be 3, or plus and minus 3. And then by convention, what we do is we write the plus and minus of the integer in front of the I. So that part's taken care of. Now let's deal with the 16. So we have the square root of -16, which can be rewritten as the square root of -1 times the square root of 16. The square root of -1 is I. The square root of 16 is plus or minus 4. And then we're going to write this as plus minus 4i. The question is asking, what is a possible sum? So if you're looking here, we actually have 4 options, because I can take the positive version of 3 with the positive version of, it should be 3i, the positive version of 3i with the positive version of 4i. I can do the negative version of 3i with the positive version of 4i. Or I could do the positive version of 3i with the negative version of 4i, or I can do the negative versions of both. So there's 4 options. So let's just start with the positive version of both, add those together, and see if that's one of our answer choices. So we'll do 3i plus 4i, and that gives us 7i. And looking at the answer choices, that is an answer choice, so we're already done. So our answer for this one is going to be A.